A group of women from the community of San Estevan here in the Orange Walk district formed part of a special training session today on gender-based violence and how we can work together to put an end to this long-standing problem in our communities. The training session facilitated by the Child Development Foundation, CDF, with collaboration from the San Estevan Community Library and the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association, forms part of the 16 days of activism being celebrated across the country under the theme Invest to Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls.
We shared this morning about the different manifestations of domestic violence as well as other forms of violence against women, such as child abuse, commercial sexual exploitation, human trafficking, and also domestic violence. And then we're also sharing with them about some of the important things that they need to know about how this manifests. Right? We talked about some of the underlying causes of gender-based violence, and it comes from harmful practices, negative gender norms that we have, some of which we have inherited from our families, some of which we have seen in the community, that speaks to unequal roles and responsibilities for men and women. We talk about how that leads to situations where sometimes men feel that women don't have equal value, where they begin to feel that they can do anything to women, where women are disposable. And sometimes that spills over into the intimate relationships that they have, where women feel unsafe because men use physical harm, sexual harm, or other forms of violence against women in those relationships. And we talked about how you can identify those danger signs in the relationships, how you can know if the relationship is descending, and what you can do in terms of seeking counseling, speaking to your church, pastors, other NGO organizations, the police, women's department, and those are the agencies that have the actual expertise to help you to navigate those situations. And also we talk about when you need to decide that you need to get more help and may even need to leave those relationships because it's just not safe for you to stay in those relationships. And then now we're working on strategies, how we can help to change the community dynamics that kind of overlook or facilitate those kinds of violence and get the community more involved in changing how we respect women, changing how we support children, changing how we ensure that women are respected and treated and valued in the community and in their families so that we can end violence against women.
Ending gender-based violence, according to Executive Director of CDF, Diana Shaw, will take a collective effort to achieve a common goal.
Ending gender-based violence is not going to be done by the government. The government has an important role to play, but they don't live in our homes. We aren't married to them. They don't know the relationships that we have. So it's going to take all of us in our homes, in our families, in our communities, in our workplaces, in our sporting arenas, with the places where we hang out after school, the places where we hang out on the weekends. It's going to take all of the people in all of those places getting on the same page and deciding, you know what, we need to do things differently. Let's talk about how we can change how we talk about women, how we treat women, and let's talk about how we can end violence against women. That's what it will take.
At the end of the training session, Community Librarian for San Estevan, Marian Cancino, says the hope is that the participants are able to make a difference in their community by reaching out to the most vulnerable.
We will not just have this like a normal activity or a normal workshop. I think we will start working out more together so that we can reach out to our community, to churches, to school, to different entities that work here, so that we have a community awareness. We spread out the word. We spread out the word so that we can stop domestic violence.